Imagine a serene autumn evening, the leaves rustling gently in the wind, but something is amiss. Picture a quaint, unassuming house nestled amidst the vibrant hues of fall. As the sun dips below the horizon, the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead grows thin. It's Halloween, a night of both celebration and fear, and for one family, an encounter with the unseen terror that lurks in the shadows. In this house, the echoes of laughter and joy are drowned by an undercurrent of unease. A family, once blissfully unaware, now finds themselves ensnared in a chilling narrative that's all too real. They'd been noticing strange happenings, you see. Unexplained noises like whispers in the darkness, the soft patter of unseen feet across the wooden floors, doors creaking open when no one was near. Objects began to move mysteriously, as if guided by invisible hands. A child's toy found in a different room, a book falling off a shelf, a vase tipping over with no wind to blame. They started to feel watched, an uncomfortable sensation of being observed from the shadows. Then came the sightings, glimpses of a figure in the corner of their eyes, a fleeting shadow that vanished as soon as it was noticed. An eerie presence that made their hearts pound and their spines shiver. The children started to have nightmares, their dreams invaded by a spectral figure that they couldn't escape, even in their sleep. As Halloween approached, the strange occurrences grew in intensity. The whispers grew louder, the shadows grew darker, the air grew colder. And then, on the night of All Hallows Eve, the veil finally lifted. They saw it, an apparition, a specter, a ghostly figure that sent shivers down their spine. As the clock struck midnight on Halloween, the family was left terror-stricken, questioning the reality of their chilling experience. This wasn't a story from a horror movie or a tale told around a campfire. This was their reality, a chilling reminder that sometimes the unseen terror is more real than we'd like to believe. Now let's delve into the horrifying tale of a Halloween party gone awry. It was a crisp October night when a group of friends, fueled by the spirit of Halloween, decided to celebrate the eerie occasion in an old abandoned house on the outskirts of their town. This wasn't just any house, mind you. It was a house steeped in whispered rumors and chilling folklore, a house said to harbor the restless spirits of the departed. As the friends set up their party amidst the cobwebs and dust, an air of excitement mingled with an undercurrent of unease. Laughter echoed through the hollow halls, punctuated by the occasional creak and groan of the old house. Yet, as the night crept on, the house began to reveal its true nature. The strange events started subtly, a whisper of a breeze where no wind should be, unexplained noises that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere, all at once. Objects began to move on their own, as if manipulated by unseen hands. The friends laughed it off, attributing it to the alcohol or their overactive imaginations. But then, the unthinkable happened. One of the friends, a jovial chap who had been the life of the party, disappeared, vanished without a trace. The laughter died down, replaced by hushed whispers and frantic searches. They found him eventually, in the attic, curled up in a corner. His eyes wide with terror, his body trembling, his voice a mere whisper as he described a figure that wasn't there, a touch that was icy cold, and a voice that echoed in his mind. The party ended abruptly, their Halloween celebration turning into a nightmarish memory. They left the house, vowing never to return, their friends' haunted eyes a stark reminder of the terror they'd invited by stepping into the unknown. This chilling tale serves as a stark reminder of the thin line between fun and fear. Our next story takes us to a haunted trail that's notorious for its eerie happenings. Imagine a Halloween night when the moon is a ghostly galleon tossed upon cloudy seas, and the air is filled with an electric anticipation of the unknown. A group of thrill-seekers, eager to test their mettle against the supernatural, set foot on this haunted trail. Now, this trail is not for the faint-hearted. It's a winding path that snakes through an ancient, gnarled forest, where the trees seem to whisper secrets of a forgotten past. Our brave adventurers, fueled by adrenaline and curiosity, plunged into the depths of this nocturnal wilderness, unaware of the spectral encounters that lay ahead. As they ventured deeper into the trail, the line between reality and the supernatural began to blur. Whispers seemed to echo from the shadowy undergrowth, each word a chilling breeze that sent shivers down their spines. There were sightings too, fleeting glimpses of ghostly figures that vanished as quickly as they appeared. An ethereal presence was felt trailing them, an unseen entity that seemed to be playing a macabre game of hide and seek. The climax of their terrifying journey came when they found themselves inexplicably lost. The trail they had been following so clear before had twisted into an indecipherable labyrinth. A palpable sense of dread hung in the air, as if the forest itself was closing in on them. They were in the heart of the haunted trail now, each heartbeat echoing the haunting rhythm of their escalating fear. In the end, they stumbled out of the trail, faces pale and hearts pounding. Their Halloween adventure had turned into a chilling encounter with the unexplainable, an experience that would etch itself into their memories forever. Their harrowing ordeal in the haunted trail left them with an unforgettable Halloween memory. A child's plaything turned into a source of terror in our next true Halloween horror story. This tale revolves around a seemingly innocent gift, a doll given to a little girl on Halloween. But as the nights grew longer and the leaves continued to fall, the doll seemed to take on a life of its own. The girl, no more than 6 years old, named the doll Bella. She was overjoyed with her new friend. Bella was dressed in a quaint, old-fashioned dress, her porcelain skin smooth and unblemished. She had large, glassy eyes that sparkled in the day but took on an eerie glow in the moonlight. The strangeness began subtly. The family would find Bella in different positions from where they'd left her. At first, they dismissed it as the playful antics of their young daughter. But then, the girl started to hold conversations with Bella. The family would catch her whispering to the doll, giggling at responses only she could hear. An unsettling feeling began to creep into their hearts, a prickling sense of unease that they couldn't shake off. As the days turned into weeks, the unease turned into outright terror. One night the family was jolted awake by the sound of a child's voice that wasn't their daughter's. They rushed into her room, only to find her sleeping peacefully. The voice, however, continued. It was coming from Bella. The doll seemed to be speaking on its own, in a voice that was chillingly human. The family was horrified. They immediately got rid of Bella, but the memory of the sinister doll remained, a chilling echo of a Halloween gone horribly wrong. The little girl, once joyful and full of life, was left traumatized. She refused to play with any dolls after that, the shadow of Bella looming large in her young mind. This chilling tale serves as a reminder that not all gifts are what they seem. Halloween, a time of fun and fright, can sometimes hold real horrors, lurking in the most innocent of places. As we descend from the peak of these horrifying tales, let's take a moment to revisit the terror we encountered. We started our journey with the unseen terror, a haunted house that held not just the echoes of the past, but a malevolent entity that defied explanation. The bone-chilling cold, the eerie whispers, and the unseen force all conspired to bring an experience that was far from ordinary and closer to the realm of the supernatural. We then moved on to a Halloween nightmare, a party that was meant to be a night of fun and frolic, but turned into a chilling encounter with the unknown. The screams that echoed in the night, the panic-stricken run, and the inexplicable happenings that followed made it a night to remember, and not in a good way. Our journey took us next to the enigma of the haunted trail. A quiet walk turned into a terrifying ordeal as the whispers of the woods came alive with a sinister presence. The fear of being watched, the feeling of being followed, it was a trail that was haunted not just by the spirits of the past, but by the fear of the unknown. And finally, we came face to face with the sinister doll. An innocent-looking toy that held within it a dark secret, a presence so evil that it could send chills down the spine of the bravest souls. The doll, with its lifeless eyes and an eerie smile, was a reminder that terror can come in the most unexpected forms. These stories, each one scarier than the last, had one common thread: the unexplained and paranormal activities that heightened the horror. They were a stark reminder that fear is not always about what we can see, but often about what we can't. While these true tales are undeniably terrifying, they remind us of the mysterious and unexplained aspects of our world, especially on a night like Halloween.